Welcome to our show, A Gentleman's Take, a video podcast where we offer a more refined and sophisticated view on everything in this journey we call life.
All from the perspective of a gentleman.
I'm your host, J.D. Denbow, and this is my electrifying co-host,
Mac.
What's up, man?
I got chills. Multiply. Electrifying.
Grease Latin, baby. Okay. Woo.
Better shape up. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Here's a little rundown of what you can expect today. It won't be any more of this. But today we're going to
will there be?
We're going to tackle a variety of subjects and activities and offer our take on them. Or as they say in the common tongue, sitting around and shooting the shit. Is that about right?
That's about right.
So when I usually rattle off the pop culture segment, I'd usually go along the lines of movies, music, television, sports, video games, comic books, food, and social media. So, one thing we've not hit. Hey, Mac, you got anything on social media?
I think we both know the social media thing that impacted us this previous week. We came across that video. You want to explain it?
Oh, how best to explain it? Okay, so I go to work and I keep hearing everybody sing a song all day long, and throughout the day I'm like, what are they talking about? Chop chop and all this, and I just kept hearing it, and then finally, towards the end of the day, Matt goes, "Hey, come watch this video." And then he shows me this music video, and I realized, oh, this is what you've all been singing all day. And it was called "I Want to Be Ninja." I want to be ninja. And the story on this video, I believe, is there was a former beauty pageant contestant named Jennifer Murphy. She has opened up a Jennifer Murphy mattresses, I think?
Murphy beds.
Or Murphy beds, that was it.
They sell Murphy beds, the beds that drop out of the wall. Those are called Murphy beds.
Oh, that's her? Wow.
Yeah, those Murphy beds are the thing that they go up into the wall and then they come out.
So she's famous. So Jennifer Murphy beds. And so she was launching her company and then decided to throw a launch party at her house with all of her friends. It was a little exclusive event. And I guess she decided to be perform for them a song she came up with and wrote. And the song was called "I Want to Be Ninja." It sounds exactly just like that. And as she's performing this song, she's talking about how this guy named Chow stole her Jeep. And so she wants to learn how to become a ninja to stop him. And so she talks about her training, and then but she sings it all in an Asian voice. This is a Caucasian woman. And while she's singing this song, "I want to be ninja," there's actually one of her friends is an Asian lady who's actually right next to her while she's singing this, just looking a little
mortified.
Yeah,
is the best term. She just
and it's like, and everyone else that's around her that aren't Asian are just kind of like laughing, having a good time, bouncing their heads. One of them's occasionally looking at the Asian lady like,
"Is this okay to do?
Can I laugh?" So anyway, I'll post the link to this video, but warning, this song will get stuck in your head.
It'll get stuck in your head, but it's crazy because we were all talking about it because I don't know how it didn't, with cancel culture the way that it is now. I don't know how it didn't get canceled.
Yeah,
like
this was 2 years ago.
She speaks in the beginning normal.
Yeah.
She starts singing normal, but then there's like this moment in the song where it just catches racist vibes. It just
she went stereotype with it.
Yeah, it's just
right down to the Asian laugh, the Asian girl giggle. She did that.
She uses
inflection,
poor grammar.
Oh man,
like grammatically incorrect phrases that are stereotypical phrases that you would say if you weren't familiar with like first language English, like common grammatical errors.
Think kung fu films back
just
in the day.
Like the term ninja. Like I mean, she literally wrote
Ninja.
Nenja. Like she's intentionally trying to make it. But nobody ever said anything about it. I hadn't heard about it. Yeah. I was like, how is this 2 years old? And I just now heard this song. And
she's not canceled. She has millions. The video has millions of views. She has, I think, millions of subscribers, and it's just only grown in popularity. I didn't realize this was a piece of our pop culture, but yeah, there's merchandise out there. I want to be ninja and chop chow down, because there was a part in the song where she's like, when she becomes a ninja, she's going to chop chow down to Chinatown.
Those are the words verbatim. Chop chow down.
At one point, when she did the chop down part, she turned around to the Asian lady.
She was chopping in her face. She was right up in her face, like chop down.
And all I can, and oh man, I gotta say, it's pretty addicting overall to hear it. Like I'm addicted. I've been singing it all week.
I get like secondhand. What would it be called? Like I feel uncomfortable. Like I feel
awkward.
Like I get like secondhand awkwardness from it just watching it. I'm like
killer beat.
Oh my goodness! It's like I feel awkward for her. Like secondhand embarrassment.
But and the reason she did this apparently was and never got canceled. There was a comedy duo. I think you were telling me about this.
Yeah.
There was a guy named Bob, and another guy was. He was an Asian dude. He had like 4 Asian names, and I think one of them.
It was like 3 lines long. It was like Toyota, Suzuki,
yeah.
Honda Civic. They were all in his name.
That was his name, and they were a comedy duo, and they would do comedy like that. And she was so inspired by it, and the fact that no one was offended, so she just kind of paid homage to that and did something herself. And she got on top of her own business. She got rich off this video.
Basically, stole their whole brand.
Pretty much. And she has a movie coming out. I think it's probably through her website. You just pay $5.99. But this summer, she has a movie called "I Want to Be Ninja." Drops. That's how far this.
They made it. They made it into a movie.
Yeah. So think about that. Could you imagine? Because this started off on social media as a random post. Could you imagine A Gentleman's Take, the motion picture? That'd be badass.
I mean, it would be cool. I don't know what we would do for it, but it would be cool.
Oh man. The challenges would have to be. I mean, it could be like a Jackass episode where where it's more extreme, or maybe it's like man. I don't know.
We'd be like skydiving and stuff.
Those biographies. I'd be like, what's his name from
Murr?
Jokers? Yeah, Murr.
Like,
He was straight crying. But no.
You couldn't jump out of a plane.
I would if I had to, but it's not my first go-to.
I mean,
like I said, I'm not really scared of anything. It's just that. I wouldn't like say, hey, let's go jump out of a plane today. But if I had to, I would.
There's a big difference. I was having this discussion with some people not too long ago. There's a big difference between being scared and being rational. Like, I don't think that I'm really scared of anything that I can like come up with off the top of my head. But at the same time, like there was a brown recluse. There's a brown recluse in my house.
Yeah.
And so I was like hesitant to go up and just like mess with it.
Sure.
I mean,
you got to be cautious.
I wasn't as hesitant to kill it. Like I wanted to kill it, but I was hesitant about other brown recluses being in my house.
You don't do a catch and release program?
No. So I was like, there might be other brown recluse in my house. It wasn't because I was scared.
I now know who you are.
It was because I didn't want my children to get bit by brown recluse.
Absolutely.
Like I mean, you don't have to be an idiot to not be scared of something. Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
Yes.
That movie's dope. For an older movie, that movie's pretty cool.
Can give you the heebie-jeebies.
That thing dies like 12 times. The like mother one, they set it on fire with like a hairspray, right?
Yeah.
They set it on fire.
Yeah.
And then you think it's dead because it's all curled up.
It gets like harpooned, doesn't it?
All of a sudden it like runs and it's like coming through the shelves. It's like, it like jumps out like this, and the dude like turns around like a nail gun or something.
Yeah, it's
like,
that or a crossbow or something.
Shoots it and it goes up against the wall.
It sticks and is burning.
And then it just burns into a crisp.
How big was that spider?
It was like face size.
Dang, man.
It's like a big tarantula. They all looked like tarantula. Have you ever seen the movie Birds?
The old Alfred
Hitchcock? Have you ever read the book?
Not the book, but I've seen the film.
Yeah, the film is pretty crazy. I mean, the book is crazy. Have you ever seen the movie Mosquito?
No.
Mosquito's dope. So take birds, right? Take birds and put it on steroids. Picture mosquitoes that are bigger than those birds Their beaks are like this long.
So they can kill you, basically.
They can stab their mosquito nose through your body.
Impale you.
Like, and then get probably another person behind you. These mosquitoes are gigantic. They like board up a house. These mosquitoes, I forget why they're attacking, but they're like around this house. These people are trying to get out. And they're like, there's wood all over the place. These mosquitoes are like just like boom, just punching through the wood planks. Like, it's crazy. Like, they are not joking.
I can imagine, like, if it actually feeds on you, though, it's going to drain you of your blood completely.
Oh, yeah. It was wild.
I went...
it could, like, drink you in, like, 2 gulps.
But mosquitoes, man, we're now entering the mosquito season. And here, they're nowhere near as big as they are in Texas, but...
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's meaner, too. The ants, the flies. But
black ants don't F around.
Yeah. Yeah, your basic black ant anywhere else, which is just like, they crawl on you, they move on. These black ants in Texas attack you.
I really want to try that ant artwork.
I wouldn't mind doing that ant artwork on those evil ants.
Like if you haven't seen it, basically you take aluminum, you like heat it up to where it becomes liquid, and then you go to the anthill that's outside, and you kind of like take off the top layer and pour it straight down into it.
Yeah.
And then you just keep pouring it and pouring it and pouring it. And then you let it harden, and then you dig it out, and it like creates all the chambers and all that stuff. And some of these artwork things have been pretty crazy.
How intricate the tunnels are.
Oh yeah.
And
it's pretty nuts how deep some of those tunnels go and how wild they are.
Yeah, it's no wonder if you like mess with their home. They built an entire home, and they're going to invade yours now because they put a lot of work into theirs.
Have you ever heard of ground-dwelling hornets?
Yes.
Have you ever seen ground-dwelling hornets?
I actually ironically saw a video about it last week.
What?
It was on Facebook, and this, I guess, one of their dogs found him, and it got tore up. So they brought this guy out, and he had a vacuum tube, and he disturbed the hornet's nest, and the tube just started. As soon as they come out flying, they all get sucked in, and I'm like, it was a lot.
So, what does he do with them once he gets them in the tube?
I don't know. I would hope he would kill them.
Are they dead? Or is he like relocating them to a different place?
I hope not, because hornets remember.
Oh yeah.
I hope not.
Why would he do that with the tube though?
I guess to get him out of there and transport him. I hope he would kill him, but it's like alligators do the same thing. They have the same kind of memory. You could take a nuisance alligator, once it's in your neighborhood, move it 100 miles down the way, it's going to find its way back.
No.
Yes.
An alligator, if you traversed 100 miles with it not knowing where it's at.
Because it's happened.
It would like geolocate its previous. No.
Yeah.
That can't be true.
I've become something of an alligator expert in the past couple of years. And
Crockin' Alligator Dundee.
Pretty much. Because Florida is a very big state, and they have actually done that from one side of the state to the other, and it has found its way back. Because if you're classified as a nuisance gator, they just kill you now. But you have some places that'll take them in, and they have to be kept at basically an alligator prison the rest of their lives because they'll keep returning to that spot. And you've had some traverse across the state and show right back up because that's either where they've been fed stupidly by people, or it captured something there once and it knows it can eat again. So very intelligent creatures, the alligator. And the American crocodile, which I didn't realize we had crocodiles till recently.
What?
Yeah, we have crocodiles in Florida that are American crocodiles.
No, I meant you didn't know that?
Yeah, it's because you hear about crocodiles around the world. Your saltwater crocs in the South Pacific. You got the Nile crocs, you got the Amazonian crocs, the Cuban crocs. And I didn't realize we had an American crocodile. Mm-hmm. I just didn't think it was that common. But
do you like crocodiles or alligators more?
Honestly, alligators.
I've always been a crocodile fan.
It's
something about that rounded mouth, man.
Well,
I'm kidding. I think it might be because Captain Hook, that crocodile.
Well, the alligators have the rounded mouth. The crocodiles have more of a triangular point. So
is that factual?
Yeah.
Because I'm 99% sure I remember it the opposite way.
A
for alligator, their snout looks like an A. Crocodile is round like a C.
Alligators are known for their broad, rounded snout, and crocs are more triangular and narrower than an alligator.
What the absolute
Right?
Dude. I was taught wrong.
Somebody lied to you?
Yes, I was taught the V shape is an A shape. A shape for alligator, and then the U, turn your C sideways. That's what the crocodile looks like. I'm like, who teaches a kid
I was gonna say
it completely backwards? I mean, it makes sense, and it's stuck with me for 35 years.
I was hoping you weren't gonna say it was public schools that taught you that.
They did.
Wow, you had an ignorant teacher on that one, but
So I've always liked alligators, but I thought I liked crocodiles.
Now, I mean, crocodiles are fascinating, but I have more of a fear-based reverence for them than I do alligators. Alligators, you got to respect them. You have to respect their capabilities. But I would rather be in a situation if you're in the water, you're dead. They're aquatic beings, and they're going to destroy you. If it's on land, you're going to outrun an alligator. Alligators are not known, and people will debate this all the time. I'm like, you're confusing it with another animal, but an alligator won't really give chase. Now, if it's a smaller alligator, like a medium or a baby alligator, they do have a little sprint to them, but that's about it. When they're older, they don't want to put that much effort into getting the food. They're not going to chase you. Just don't get in the water. They're what do they do? Yeah, they're ambush prey or ambush predators. They attack from the water into right. Crocodiles, on the other hand,
snatch that food that's trying to get some water.
Yeah, they want the easy kill. So if you're in the water, they're going to get you.
Oh!
Yeah, and they don't mess around, dude. They will rip a limb off like that. No problem. Not because of the teeth, but because the grip. And then they do that gator roll.
Yep.
That lump of fat that everyone sees at their neck, that's not fat. That's their jaw muscle. And I'm like, dude, that's scary. So the amount of pressure behind the pounds of pressure when the jaw closes, it's insane. But a crocodile will give chase. A crocodile gallops like a horse. It straight up. And it goes up to 35 miles per hour. That's scary.
That's cool. That's so cool.
I remember the first time I saw a video, because I was always more scared of crocs because they were more featured in Hollywood films like Temple of Doom or like movies like Jewel of the Nile, or not Jewel of the Nile, Romancing the Stone, and people are you see limbs getting torn off by these crocs. It was very scary and traumatizing. So I had a healthy respect/fear of crocs, and to see when I first saw the video of them actually galloping in real life, I'm like, no, never. The big, matter of fact, a crocodile will defeat an alligator in combat every time.
Those little arms.
Yeah. I mean, they're all in the same crocodilian family, but crocs are more, especially the saltwater croc. They've gotten over 20 feet, probably closer. One of them came close to 30 feet. They captured in India, but those saltwater crocs, they migrate from like the Indian Ocean and everything all the way to Australia, and so between that and all the shark infested, just stay out of the South Pacific. They're going to be in a group, and they're going to always have pissing contests, sure. Because have you ever seen any of the gators or crocs do the bellow in the water? Yeah, and that's just basically that they're A, trying to attract a mate, or B, let other dude gators know I'm the big nuts gator here, and pretty fascinating. But yeah, but we'll. I don't plan on going around out in the wild anytime soon.
Okay, so you remember the movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
If you had to choose, you became a gladiator right now, right?
Yeah.
You had to go against 4 lions, 4 polar bears, or 4 crocodiles. Which group are you taking on?
Lion.
You're taking on the lion. Why?
Because I would take on the lions because they tire out faster.
What do you mean?
Male lions tire out faster. They don't like putting in the effort. Now, they're the king of the jungle, but they have their lionesses.
Right.
They do all the work.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, generally. And lions, they sleep like 20 hours a day. And I just want to, if I could somehow manage to keep my distance from this thing,
no.
regular lion.
It's a small arena. You're going to have to fight to the death. Like, they're unrelenting. It's not like they're going to give up. They're going to...
Lion. I'll still take on the lion then. If they're unrelenting and I'm in a small space and there's no chance to even tire anything out,
it's not like they're on chains like in the...
Then I would still do the lion.
I would do lion as well, but it's for
I mean, just give me a freaking kill. Like, let me bleed out.
It's because the lions, they actually go for the kill shot. They jump for your throat. Like, they try to, like, take your voice out. Like, they kill you, and then they drag you to where you're going.
Yeah.
Bears, especially polar bears.
Yeah.
Polar bears are... I say polar bears specifically because what I know about bears, they are the most vicious of the bears. Like, black bears can be bad. Grizzly bears can be bad. Kodiak bears. They can all be bad, but polar bears are freaking vicious.
Yeah,
like they're
not the cute Coca-Cola can.
Oh no, they're not what people believe that they are. Have you ever seen a polar bear after a kill just sit there in the freaking snow? It's white. It's in white snow.
Yeah.
But it's just got red drenching its body. It's just got blood all over it. I mean,
Homicide.
It looks menacing.
Yeah.
But they play with you. Like they will rip you apart and you're not dead.
Yeah.
They'll start eating you while you're alive.
Yeah.
It's like you're still living while they're chomping your leg off. It's like, yo, just kill me already. So that's why I'm not picking polar bear.
Yeah, they were going to be my last pick. Crocodiles would be my second pick because they're not like a lion. You're not going to die quickly, but it'll be painful because you'll still be alive. Or if they go for your head, you'll be dead. But that pressure on a croc's jaws is more than an alligator, so you'll want to be dead.
They'd put you out quicker than a polar bear. That's why it would probably be my number 2.
Yeah.
But lion is the clear winner in that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just give me the one. Like, let's be honest. Nobody here is going to take out a group of any of those animals. So you're going to die no matter what. Just pick the quick one. I mean, you're not going out. You'd be a hero just taking one of them down. Like, you're not taking all 4 of them down. You're going out. So it's not about survival. It's about what way do you want to go down. I'm not trying to get ripped apart.
Now, if I'm Russell Crowe, the gladiator, I might come out that lion situation pretty well.
No. He would have lost in real life.
Well, as far as that gladiator scenario goes, I actually kind of like that. But as crazy as that was, do you happen to have a crazy take for us this week?
Sure. If you could be in either A, real life Walking Dead, or B, Jurassic Park, which would you choose?
Hey, do the zombies in Walking Dead, do they move fast?
Some of them.
Okay. Well, okay, so I think I know where you're going with this now.
Why? Why does there always have to be a twist?
Because that's what we do. So I'm like I said, if I picked zombie world, so to speak, then it's okay. So I'm like, hopefully I'm near like the governor's place, but I guess you're probably putting me way out in the middle of BFE. Okay, so honestly, I would. What happens? Do they kill you and you get converted, or do they just kill you? The zombies.
So you've never seen Walking Dead, I'm guessing.
I've seen scenes.
They bite you and quote unquote infect you, and then you transition into a zombie.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm picking Jurassic Park.
Interesting. Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm. Jurassic Park all the way.
For the soundtrack?
I would, yeah. If I'm in a movie, yeah, just to be able to stand there and listen. That's where I'll get taken out. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I would do Jurassic Park. Because not every dinosaur wants to kill you, versus every zombie does. If I was, herbivores will defend themselves or defend their young, sure, but they don't really want to kill you. You're just there.
Okay, but you've been on the island now because you had to live the rest of your life there.
Yes.
So there's no way to get you off the island. So now they're repopulating. There are no more fences. By the end of Jurassic Park, everything's out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole island is overrun.
Yeah.
You don't get you missed the chopper at the end. You missed the chopper. So the whole thing is coming crashing down. And now you got to survive there by yourself. Like you're like, dang it. Chopper got away.
Well,
and you have to play since you choose to live there, now you take over the guy that gets hurt. What's that guy's name? No, he gets eaten by a T-Rex. No, he doesn't.
The lawyer got eaten, and then Jeff Goldblum, he was attacked by one, but I think he made it out.
Okay, so Goldblum got left behind, and you became him.
I'm Goldblum's character, so I'm injured.
Yeah.
That makes it bad.
And there are dinosaurs all over the island.
So I would, here's what I would know about this island. I would have to, even though, they haven't populated yet, but I'm there, or I've been there a while, however you want to say that scenario. I make it back to the compound. I know there's weapons there. I saw them use them. I know there's food there. I know that while, yes, a velociraptor can open a door or other things can just happen, I know I could secure myself almost bunker style and maybe learn to adapt. I would have to learn to adapt because obviously the radios aren't working. Let's just say due to a surge protector fail.
Didn't they try the hunker it down approach and it failed epically? They did. Because most of the doors are just push.
As far as the velociraptors are concerned, but they got the island back online before they left, so electronics would still work, but it would fail over time. So that would I would utilize that to give myself enough time to again fortify myself. I would fortify myself, and I would just branch out every now and then and live out my life. Maybe even hunt and kill a dinosaur, an herbivore or something.
So you just, like, at least in the Walking Dead version, you could come across people again.
Yeah, but what kind of people are we talking here?
Probably shitty ones that you need to kill.
Yeah. Again, I think I know where I stand with nature versus duplicitous people.
Yeah.
So I would go with that. And now, I think that was actually the plot from Jurassic Park 3, where that boy got stranded there, and he was there for 8 weeks on his own. His stepdad was killed, and he bunkered himself. But it wasn't Jurassic Park. It was because there were 2 islands all throughout the series. You had Site A, which was the first film, and Site B was the second and third film, where it was more of a breeding open ground for everybody. And so that boy got stuck on the non-park island and had to survive. But yeah, I basically kind of steal that idea, except I'm glad I'd be on the original Jurassic Park because they had more stuff available. Even though they had a Site B and there was a compound there, it's just, I don't know. At least I'm left behind. I know what they have, and I would do my best to fortify myself and then live out the rest of my days getting fat off of killing a Stegosaurus or something, or Stegosaurus.
That's my favorite dinosaur.
Stegosaurus?
Yeah.
I wonder how it tastes as a Stegosaurus.
Probably delicious.
But yeah, and eventually, do I see myself going out? There always, I mean, if no one's coming back, which would be unlikely, but no one's coming back in my short lifetime, then
well, they think you're dead. They're not coming back.
I would hope, maybe somebody would be greedy enough to want to reopen this place anyway, which they do. I would have to make it to the timeline of Jurassic World. So I would have to live on the island at least 22 years.
Wait, they go back to the island? Is that like episode 4? Or movie 4?
Yeah, that's movie number 4, where they go back to the original island, and it's already established that it's a park. It's now called Jurassic World, and it works. They actually pulled it off. But anyway, yeah, the Jurassic Park series is fascinating, and like I said, you're either going to come across. It's just 50-50. You're more likely you're going to go out.
Yeah.
And I would rather do that than have to deal with, can I trust these humans or not? Are these things? Do zombies get tired in Walking Dead?
No.
Okay, yeah. So I have to worry about when I'm going to be able to sleep next or eat next. And I would rather have a bunker situation. Now, even if I didn't have a bunker situation, I would still try to find some kind of shelter somewhere on Jurassic Park. And again, just like the lion, I would hope that it'd be quick. I mean, you see a T-Rex, how it eats somebody.
I mean, yeah, you're just disappearing at that point. You're not even dying.
Yeah, you're just getting crumbled up. I would rather. Now, if you're talking about like the Velociraptor, that would be the polar bear in this scenario because they described it as you're alive when they start to eat you, and they slash you open and you're
disavow you.
But yeah, man. So put me on Jurassic Park. I feel like I'd be safer with nature, even though we created that nature.
I don't think so.
Then, I mean, I'd just rather not deal with the people. I don't trust people. You'd probably fare better at that.
I think I would definitely go Walking Dead version because, I mean,
You'd play the game. You would.
Oh yeah.
You'd be the leader of a group.
Yeah,
or
probably.
a solo hunter.
I wouldn't necessarily go full on like. There's this dude like Negan.
You'd be Negan.
No, I wouldn't go full on Negan. I wouldn't be that crazy.
Fort Glenn.
But I mean, I'd be relatively ruthless. I wouldn't feel bad. Like at the end of the day, there was actually this Walking Dead game that I played on my phone, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly how it worked, but like you like progress through levels and then like random people meet you and it's kind of like choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Because like this dude comes out of the bushes and wants help. Do you help him or no? You're like, no.
No.
I was always like just a jerk. And sometimes apparently they would have been allies with you and like helped you out and like benefited you. But I just always say no. I'm like, no, I'm not going to trust anybody.
Wow.
I'm going to murder them all.
Wow.
But like sometimes it was wise of you to say that you didn't want them to be your friend because they would kill you. But
backstab you more or less.
But I mean, I would play the game. I wouldn't just like go super ruthless off the bat. But honestly, I don't foresee myself in that kind of zombie scenario dying to a zombie. I just don't. I'm not really that concerned with it.
And nothing else go out with a human rebellion, if you will.
I already told my wife, I was like, it's unfortunate if we get into this scenario because she's like, I'm going to die if there's zombies. I was like, well, I mean, for our children's sake, it's better that I survive than you survive. Because I could take care of them. I mean, that's ruthless, but it's honest. Like if, say you got into a scenario, right? You have children and it's either you or your wife has to go. You know, most of the time you're going to be the sacrifice, right? That's kind of the role. But it's like, I mean, if I sacrifice for you, I also sacrifice our children with me.
Yeah. That makes sense. You go the Walking Dead route, and I would go the Jurassic Park route.
It'd be more fun.
It'd be more fun. I'd be surviving, eating well, but essentially I'm just waiting to die at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna run my risk of actually having some semblance of a living nature.
I'm hoping I actually befriend a dinosaur and have a dinosaur companion.
You have like a puppy, but it's a dinosaur,
like a little Yoshi type thing, you know.
You'd have picked the
what?
The spitter one.
Yeah. So whenever I got like a raptor, like got me cornered, I would like Spitter, let's go, and then the you know, snap my. I've actually trained me a Dilophosaur.
Dilophosaur.
Yeah, a little spitter.
I would have befriended a Brontosaurus.
Just ride a Brontosaurus.
Just ride it. Just ride that bad boy. I'd have built like a saddle.
Yeah. You fabricate a saddle with. Yeah. Do it.
I would have just taken
Castaway
rope.
Style.
I would have just taken rope, draped it around its neck, grabbed both sides, and then climbed it like a tree. Just like put my feet on it, climbed all the way up its neck, just sat right there.
Let's go, Littlefoot.
With a pack of fruit, you know, get up to the top. I'm good for a few days. You know, make a little Swiss seat, just hang on.
Oh man.
Sit there.
Yeah. See, yeah, you get you a dinosaur companion.
That would be so boring.
You know, I'm also thinking like beachfront. Okay, there's a lot of locales on that island. You know, if you wanted the mountains, you got the mountains. You got the beach, you got the beach. You got the jungle. You know, you got a concrete compound for your urban lifestyle.
I just go where the Brontosaurus takes me.
If you want to be a river folk where you fish, you can fish. I don't know what kind of fish they had back in that Cretaceous period, but.
And what would the one that you'd be most scared of be?
I mean, obviously the raptor, just based on the film's reputations, but there's a lot of predators out there they didn't touch on that I know they had. So, I mean, your Allosaurus, your T-Rex, obviously, the Spinosaurus. There's other ones. That would be definitely challenging times and something I would like to avoid, but.
I guess that was less of a crazy take and more of a just like a stroll through the mind of the individual.
True, and how they would do it, and how they'd just stick to their guns and make it work for them. But again, challenging times nonetheless. But however, we could have challenging times today. What do you think?
You too could be ninja.
Today's challenge will be rather simple. It'll be a game of gentleman's checkers, where We
play checkers.
Super complicated. All right.
When was the last time you played checkers?
Elementary school? Middle school?
Yeah, I don't recall playing this recently.
So as we go for the title for today for Better Man, you won the off-screen Rochambeau, so go first. Right. Guess what's going to be playing?
That?
A few moments later.
At some point, somebody's going to have to strike first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go ahead and start it.
Just
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Somebody had to go.
Somebody had to. The gloves were off, my friend.
Very interesting move.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a compliment or a...
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What are you giggling at? What did I do?
Nothing. Yet.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing. Wait, you touched here? And your fingerprint is in the thing.
The hell's on my hand?
Your skin juice ate through the...
Tater tot grease.
Tater tot.
A few moments later.
It seems like we waited too long, good sir.
It's okay. Just cover up that grease shame.
Pure love. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. Did you taste it or something?
I smelled it first.
Sorry.
There's just no overcoming this scenario. Everywhere I look is defeat.
Going to be kind of brutal.
Oh, it's about to be, yeah.
You played too passive on that. So passive.
Not a checkers player.
Yeah, that was not our best game that we've ever played.
I don't think we've ever played checkers. Are you talking about as
I'm just talking games that we've ever played together.
Ah.
In general, that one was a poor showing.
That's okay.
I just think that you're timid about your checkers acumen, and you played passively. Congratulations on the game concluding.
Thank you for putting me out of my misery. Mercy kill.
How mad would you have been if you just like kept jumping? I just kept following you with my queen, just like sitting there one space away for like 20 moves.
That'd been funny, actually. Well, I'll accept me lesser man title, and I guess go into the comeuppance, whatever that might be.
So here we are at the comeuppance segment. And hearkening back to last episode, the therapeutic nature of having you as our viewers, JD would like to share with the group some things that have been weighing on him, some things that have been upsetting him for quite some time that he just really needs to get out there in the atmosphere so he can feel the weight come off of his shoulders and feel like everything is all right in the world. So take this opportunity to share with our fans and followers the things that you've been wanting to get off your chest.
Dig deep.
Dig deep.
I'm going to dig deep here because you all helped us out last week, and I really appreciate that. Now, the strain of being the lesser man once again has really brought us back up. So I'd like to dive in to my first deep, dark secret. I'm just going to go right in because I'm not even sure what it is. So I think I just wrote the first thing down. I don't even know what I wrote. Here we go. And then let us know what you think. So over the course of everything, I just want you to know I like feet. I don't know why I like feet. Every time I would draw like a horse or a unicorn or something back in the day, or a dog, it always turned out to be a foot. Just these little feet. And I don't know if that means anything, and that, goes to the lesser man thing, or maybe that's why I even brought it up in the hot take, but I like feet. And what does that mean? I really enjoy them. So digging deeper into the feet, it's just something about this bony, fleshy surface that I can't stop thinking about it. Why do you think I wear Crocs? So I can spend more time with my feet.
So this needed 2 pages.
Yeah, the issue was
going deeper.
The issue was deeper than I realized.
You really like feet. Okay.
But the journey of the lesser man brings this out of me. So thank you all so much. I really, really like feet. All right, I feel better. Haven't got that off my chest. I also sleep with bologna on my nipples because my doctor says it's good for my skin.
Really?
Yeah. Been doing that for about 8 years now. And at first it was kind of weird, having that little sandwich deli meat up against your skin. It's all cold at first. But then after a while it warmed up and became the bologna became a part of my nipples.
So only bologna, not like salami or anything?
No, it has to be bologna.
Okay. Bologna nipples. Got it.
Yeah, bologna. So it's just it's how I sleep. I cannot sleep without a good couple slices of bologna on my nipples. 3 slices. All right. Glad we dove into that. The other thing that's really been on me, I just got to share with you guys.
You forgot what you wrote?
I had to remember. I was like, I send him pictures of it every Monday. Like, I let him know, hey, this weekend I slept well and my feet looked cute. So I send him feet and bologna nip pictures.
Oh, okay. Like verification that you're doing your treatments.
That's right. I send my doctor
bologna nipple pictures,
who may or may not have put a restraining order on me. I don't know. He hasn't responded in a while.
What's your doctor's name?
It's on. I send it exclusively through my chart. I tried to get his personal number. It wasn't panning out. But yeah, I'm just saying. Notice the skin is less irritated here. It actually looks more like braille. All right. But very therapeutic. All right. So the other issue I have is, lastly, I actually do not wash my hands. During the crazy take, I had explained that I would either not wash my hands or eat my own bugs. Mm-hmm. And, it was an easy choice because that's how I live my life. I don't wash my hands. It's a personal choice.
Gotcha.
It's a deeply religious choice. God gave me these hands and everything that comes with it. And thank you for being here with me today.
No problem.
So, that's a lot off my chest.
And on your chest.
And on my chest. All right. also, I pretended that I was a tough choice. It was a tough choice for me in a previous episode, but alas, it is not. I think I covered that.
Yeah.
I knew it so well. Yeah, okay. Thank you all for allowing me to get that off my chest. What a journey, because as a person who doesn't wash their hands and really loves his feet and have his pair a set of baloney nipples, man, it's been hard to live with that, and then to be called the lesser man on top of that,
over and over and over,
a few times here and there. You know, I wasn't keeping track, but
I wouldn't either.
But I don't know, it just weighs on you, and so I'm not keeping score. But I'm telling you what, I'm going to need to hit a Better Man title after a while, and I'm going to need some baloney and pictures of your feet. I mean, sorry, pictures of just feet to do it.
You went on a run before. You can do it again. I believe in you.
Thank you, Better Man.
Of course.
And thank you for allowing me this stage.
Yeah, the platform to air out your dirty laundry.
Because you ever feel like people just don't want to listen to you?
Yeah. Watching the podcast now, they're forced to listen to your grievances and issues.
I got to be careful, because sometimes if I do this, I may not be able to make it to the next episode.
Yeah.
Because I risk
pink eye,
and that's serious.
That would be detrimental.
Then I have to call my doctor. No, I really need you now.
Well, would you like to segue that on into our hot take?
Sure. I'm feeling pretty good now.
Cool.
Hot takes. I've been kind of going in guns blazing lately, so I'll keep this one as short and sweet as possible. It's kind of along the same lines, but here we go. I'm tired of celebrities and the stupidity that they spew, and the media just gobbles it all up, and so do the fans. Specifically, you know how I told you a couple weeks ago I was going to go see the Mario Brothers. Mm-hmm. All right, so I saw the Mario Brothers, and fantastic film. Oh,
you liked it?
Oh, it was a good time, and people are complaining. The people are trying to find complaints. Oh, it was a paper thin plot. That's what it needed, because it's Mario. It doesn't need to be complicated.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I guarantee you have your kids watch it, they're gonna love it. And you know who had a problem with it? People that decided to hate on Chris Pratt, the guy that voices Mario, which he did a good job, by the way. I had my reservations about him voicing Mario, but he did a good job. It was fun. And they just Chris Pratt hates people because he's a Christian, supposedly, and so that's the reason to hate it. How dare Chris Pratt take that role as Mario as a hater? That's one. Two, the celebrities speak up. So, have you ever heard of the actor John Leguizamo? Mm-hmm. John Leguizamo, who I enjoyed some of his films back in the day. I really enjoyed his stand-up he used to do. He played... In 1993, Nintendo, the only time they'd ever released a film of theirs and leased out their property rights was Mario Brothers in 1993. Mm-hmm. And since that film, they haven't done it until now, in 2023, Mario Brothers. The reason why it took 30 years to release another film of any Nintendo property is because the 1993 movie was so bad that my young self went to go see this in theaters and walked out going, WTF. That was the only time I could really say my poor childhood. I'm not one of those people now like to say, oh, we don't like this Batman movie or this Indiana Jones movie. Oh, my childhood. I don't believe in being a man and saying that. Oh, my childhood. And that goes for anybody on any side. Don't say that. That's trite, first of all. Second of all, don't be a baby. Going back, though, walking that back, this movie was so poor. Being a child, a preteen at the time, I could say that. My whole childhood was wrecked at that time. So John Leguizamo came out to say something about this Mario Brothers movie. And what he said was, he goes, I will never see this film. What trash it is. Because the cast is not diverse enough at all. So yeah, that's why I won't see it. At least back in the day, we represented diversity, with our Mario Brothers film. The fact that I played Luigi. All right, idiot. First of all, you are a person of Hispanic descent playing an Italian plumber. That's cultural appropriation. Your co-star who played Mario, he was an Englishman playing an Italian plumber. So what's your angle here, bud? It doesn't make any sense. Your complaints about today's Mario is the same complaints you could apply to your own Mario. You didn't break any boundaries or barriers down because you're doing the same thing. You appropriated. Huh? So celebrities are morons. They don't know what they're talking about. In this case, he's a washed up moron because he's not done anything of late. Maybe he's bitter about that. I don't know. But don't listen to celebrities. And just because a property is ruined, you should expect whatever property you have, film-wise or game-wise, whatever, expect it to be ruined because it's mismanaged on purpose, with intention. Just know that it's going to happen. Maybe stop supporting it or take a risk, but don't get online and be like, my childhood. Don't do that either. So my hot take is just simple. Celebrities are idiots. And finding an excuse to hate something that actually, for the record, Mario Brothers in its opening weekend made over $200 million.
Holy smokes.
Marvel couldn't even do that with their MCU and the last several films. We talked about it a couple episodes ago. That the first week had a strong opening. We had a strong opening of 73 million for Ant-Man. And the next week it was like a 62% drop off. And then now it's a failure. Shazam, same thing. It's a flop. All these flops. Well, we are in a pandemic. Mario just made over $200 million in its first weekend. We haven't doubled that yet, but it is still climbing. Mario's going strong. So it's not a pandemic. It was quality. There was not one woke agenda message in there. They did not make the Princess Peach a girl boss, and Mario was not made to look stupid. Yeah, he was made to look like he didn't know because he was basically a stranger in a strange land. But he had heart. He never gave up, and he overcame it and became the hero. And the princess was happy to let him be the hero. That was cool. She was just being a leader. Like it played out exactly the way it should have. And there was no agenda there. And it was badass. So my hot take is a culmination of everything. Make a good film that represents the product. We're going to pay to go see it. Don't be a stupid celebrity. Keep your mouth shut. And don't say trite expressions anymore. That's my hot take. That's all I got. Go see Super Mario Brothers in theaters with your family. It's a great time.
All right. So we were talking about that I Want to Be Ninja video on YouTube the other day. Have you come across this Detroit threat police guy on YouTube?
The Detroit threat management?
Yeah, Detroit threat management guy.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so my hot take, do not, under any circumstance, take martial arts / self-defense advice from anybody online. Okay? And here's why. This Detroit threat management guy is going to get people killed.
He probably has.
Probably has gotten people killed. If you're not familiar with his videos, I'm sure that you might recognize a snippet or two. He's the guy that goes out and shows you how to disarm somebody with a weapon. Like, okay, somebody's gonna have a gun on you. This is how you take it away. This guy has a knife on you. This is how you take it away. But none of his scenarios make any sense, and none of what he does actually would be practical in a real life environment. Here's what you need to know about disarming somebody with a knife. If somebody has a knife on you and they intend to use it and you intend to take it, there's two outcomes. Either A, you give them what they want and hopefully they let you live and they don't harm you in any way. That's option A. Probably the option that 99% of people in America should take. Okay. Option B, you decide that you're going to disarm them and not adhere to the instructions that they're giving you. And you walk away with significant injuries, maybe life-threatening. Yeah. That's the scenario, especially with a knife. So if you're trying to take a knife away from somebody, what he never once mentions is they're going to stab you. They're going to slice you. They're going to injure you. Your sole objective is to make sure that when they stab and slice you, it is not in a place that is going to be fatal to your life. That's it. You're redirecting the damage to places like outside of your main organs. You're not trying to get stabbed in the heart or get disemboweled. You're not trying to get your carotid or your femoral severed.
Permanently maimed or something.
Like those are the objectives in that. But if somebody's holding a knife in their hand and you're trying to take it away, the only option is you're going to touch the blade, and the blade is going to touch you, and you're going to get cut. His videos don't make that clear to you. His videos make it seem like you're going to walk away unscathed, and in no scenario is that ever going to happen with any semi-competent person trying to rob you. They are fearful for their life and their imprisonment.
Yep.
So they're not going to just willingly let you disarm them without injury to you. If you grab a knife, they're going to pull it away. It's going to slice you. If they stab at you and you redirect it, it's still going to hit you. Even if it goes past you, it's going to come back and get you. So there needs to be... It's irresponsible to have a video like that and say that if you use these techniques, you can disarm somebody with no issue, because people are going to try it and wind up getting themselves stabbed in the chest or in the stomach or in the throat. It's even worse when you start to show people online that they can disarm somebody with a weapon that's a pistol, a handgun.
Well, but Mac, I saw him single-handedly stop a pistol from firing. The guy had a gun in his chest, and as he pulled the trigger, his hand came up and stopped the slide. You saw what I saw, right?
Yeah.
So he stopped the gun from firing. How is he going to get out of that unscathed? He got out unscathed, right?
Okay, so I would be lying if I said that I thought the probability that you could reach up, grab a pistol, and stop the slide action from even occurring is less than one in 100. Like, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it.
He did it.
100% of the time, you're getting shot in the chest, and you're going to be fatally wounded.
Well, he had his hands at his side.
Yeah, he had his arms.
The gun was at his chest?
Fully down to his sides. The pistol was already embedded against his heart, and the hand was on the trigger frame, finger on the trigger. And he reached his hand all the way up. He reached it up and around and grabbed the pistol from the top and apparently he grabbed the slide of the pistol and stopped it from engaging before that guy pulled the pistol trigger. Okay.
That's amazing.
That's never once going to happen. I'm guaranteeing 100 out of 100 times I would bank my life savings on it. 100 out of 100 times you're getting shot in the chest.
How did he do it?
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. But the likelihood of you taking a bullet is very, very, very high. And it's irresponsible because he doesn't say that. So my hot take is basically that what he and other people do online is very irresponsible. And they do it for views, and it looks really cool. But please, under no circumstance should 99.9% of you ever try to use any of that. If you do, make that choice knowing that you are going to be very, very wounded at the end of it. And hopefully you get out of being fatally wounded.
Yeah. Everybody who has something to say important on YouTube are full of crap.
I mean,
except for us. Definitely, because they try to empower you and they don't realize how much they're hindering you. I know, like, since that incident with me at 18 or any other sketchy situation I've been in, I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I'm always armed. And even still, I'm gonna be on top. I'm always I always got the other eye looking, you know. Yeah, we have a future guest who's gonna be on here. I would love to hear his commentary on that. He's a fire weapons instructor, and I believe he's in martial arts as well. But it'll be a fascinating discussion, and see what he would think in that scenario too. Because yeah, if you have an expert and you can be trained by all means, do it. But the key point is, defend yourself, get home safely, be aware of your surroundings, and don't pay attention to the YouTube. And basically, what this Detroit threat management guy is doing is it's like cinematic scenarios.
Yeah. His instructional videos are literally just trying to make money off stupidity. Like,
Pretty much, and people there's an audience for him. They love him.
I mean, I like
the
give him
audience
some views.
Well, I like the audience that doesn't love him, that have made the parody videos. I'll have to share a link of that.
There are some good people out there that make parody videos of that guy. I've seen those as well.
That really mocks the logic of his approach on things. So I'll link it down below with Ninja. Check the description or the comments. It'll be there either way for both. But
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Well, that's a pretty good hot take. That's a good safety hot take.
Yeah, be safe out there.
Be safe and watch out for the dumb people. And go see Mario Brothers. That's what we got today for us. So, other than that, as we go into our outro here, I'd say that we covered everything pretty much in a manner most refined. We established a lesser man for the week, and
we got some stuff off your chest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did. And thank you all once again for being here for me. And I maybe one day too, Mac, that you might hit that point where you'll be able to share some things that might be bothering you that you just.
Oh, that's intriguing to you now. for me to get some stuff off my. I honestly don't think I have any skeletons in the closet to expose.
I mean,
I think I'm good.
I thought so too. And then I realized, no, it's a problem. So it was affecting other areas of my life. Like I probably could have been the better man today, but this was bothering me. So
I would believe that would be true had you taken a single piece of mine. I've never. Tell me in the comments if you've ever seen somebody not take a single piece in checkers. I thought that was impossible.
To be fair,
I honestly thought it was impossible.
To be fair, I have not played since elementary school. And outside of the jumping thing, I had no sense of strategy or what to do because I just don't play checkers. Maybe I needed a warm up round because I was just going by.
Maybe. I think it was. We needed like a scrimmage. We should have set up a scrimmage and then run it.
But then again, I wouldn't have been able to get all out of my chest. So
yeah.
Anyway, but we'll definitely revisit checkers. Or what do you all think? Should we revisit this once I've gotten past my warm-up stage? And everything else, we are. It's about middle of April or so, and we are on.
I know what you're about to say.
We are in the middle of April right now, though, and we're almost to the end of April where we have a goal of hitting 100 subscribers. So. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the subscribe button. And if you could, please just hit subscribe and like, share, and
comment down below.
I
would love to see 100 people here with us every week.
Yeah.
Enjoying the content that we're putting out there for you, interacting with us. Even the people that are on our Twitter or on the YouTube channel, just flooding us with hate.
Tell your friends, tell your husbands, and tell your wives. We subscribing everybody out here.
We subscribing everybody.
Anyway.
You too could be ninja.
Be a ninja. Hit the subscribe button. All right. So that was a word from our sponsor, the subscribe button. And as far as everything else goes, I'm pretty sure everything came together beautifully to form a perfect take.
Or a gentleman's take.
Indeed. A gentleman's take. That's what we do. Well, until we meet again, please be sure to sit back, sip some bourbon,
smoke a stogie,
and appreciate the finer things in life.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop down, take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural, that's matter-factual. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks, even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star, also very far. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to everything like on the big screen. And you guys,
The Audience Take.
We want to hear from you.
Any suggestions or requests for future takes, challenges, comeuppance, or criticisms, please email us at AGentlemansTakePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram pages for exclusive content.